Hello, this is Edward Ojambo, the webmaster for ojamboshop.com. Ojambo.com has a great article on styling pages using radial gradients for your website. Radial gradients are supported in modern browsers that are CSS3 compatible. One scenario will be creating a header with a gradient background. The link is www.ojambo.com/CSS-radial-gradients. You can also visit www.ojamboshop.com for templates for WordPress, Zencat, and other popular content management systems. In order to follow along with this tutorial, the following tools are required: text editor for creating and modifying the HTML and CSS files, SVG editor for creating gradients that may be embedded, web server, HTML, CSS, and knowledge of the files to be served. I'll be running an Apache web server locally and will be using Guinea as the IDE with Firefox to view the output. In this tutorial, a radial gradient will be created in Inkscape and recreated in CSS. First, I'm going to create a folder called Ojambo CSS Radial Gradients 0010 on the server. Next, I'm going to run Inkscape. I'm going to go File, Document Properties, Custom Size, and the width will be 400 and the height will be 50 pixels. Then I'll zoom to fit page width in the window. It should be 50. And zoom to fit page width in the window. Then I'll grab the rectangles and square tool and create a rectangle. Then I'll align and distribute relative to the page, center on the horizontal axis. Then I'll grab the create and edit gradients tool and create a radial gradient. Make sure it's a radial there, ellipse, and edit and add stop. So what I'll do is I'll make the first stop yellow, that's FFFF00, and the second one will be black, which is just FFFFFF, and the third one will be red, which will be FF0000. Now save as Ojambo radial gradient.svg. Open up Guinea, create an index.html file, call it ojambo.com radial gradients tutorial. Then I'll just go down and to the body part and ojambo.com radial gradients tutorial, a paragraph which will be multiple color stops radial, and container will be a div, ID will be multiple hyphen colors hyphen radial, and I'll create a paragraph for the modern browser supporting SVG. So this will be like Opera, IE9 and up, Mozilla Firefox 4 and up, and WebKit browsers. For the style sheet, the div which was multiple hyphen colors radial, height will be 50 pixels, and then for the non-CSS3 browsers are just background color which will be 9999, and the W3C specification is background semicolon radial hyphen gradient, the background position, the shape, the size, the length, the percentage, the color stop, the first color stop, and whatever persistent color stops after that one. Then what I'll do is start the WebKit browsers. The WebKit browser is slightly different to Mozilla browser. So for WebKit is background semicolon hyphen WebKit hyphen gradient radial to be center 0 and center again 50, and the first color stop will be 0 yellow, Second color stop will be 0.45. It will be black, which is 0000, and the last color stop will be 1 red. For Mozilla, it's background, Moz, Radial, gradient, center, yellow 0%, black 25%, and red 80%. Now for the SVG, I just open up the SVG file. It's just a simple text and just paste it in. So this should be viewable as well. So next I'll test in WebKit. This is Chrome, Google Chrome. In Firefox is 3.66. The SVG doesn't show up, but that's it does show up in 4.0 and up. It should show up in Opera and IE9. So the process of styling radial gradients in CSS for your website is easy. Radial gradients can be used to make background stylish and unique. SVG files can be embedded into HTML for modern browsers. I hope you find this information useful. Please visit ojambo.com and leave feedback.